Hi everyone, so you've probably seen from the title, this is a special message for Divine Feminines, but this is also some guidance on how to recognise when you have moved into inner union and healed your Divine Feminine and Masculine and integrated both within you. This is some of the signs I got, and this is how I got to this point on my journey. So I feel I've been called to do this in meditation. This is what I was told to do, and I'll do another message very soon. But this is the first one. So I'm going to get in a moment to some of the signs that I got and some of the feelings and some of the things that came through for me when I knew that my Divine Feminine Masculine had blended, had alchemized beautifully, and had completely healed and moved into union within me. But first of all, I want to make a point of saying this. Obviously, the other day I was accused of being a misogynist because I'm apparently a woman hater, and you know, in the past men have called me a feminist in comments, that, you know, I'm trying to incite riots for women to turn on men and everything. And you know, I've had other emails from people saying, why, you know, do you always side with men when they do terrible things and cheat on us and stuff like that. So I just want to make something very clear before I get to the main part of my video. If you're watching my video and you see this is a man versus woman thing, then you're not a twin flame. And that's the whole truth of it. If you are a twin flame, you will understand that this is not about me giving messages from men. This is me giving Divine Masculine messages. And the only reason I give Divine Masculine messages is because my Divine Masculine is channeling through me to get the messages to the Divine Feminines. And the reason why the messages are coming to Divine Feminines is because it's your higher selves, which will blow your mind. But the messages I bring through are from Divine Feminine's higher self, which is already integrated with their masculine. And if you're a true twin, you will understand the concept of Divine Feminine and Masculine inside of all of us. And it's only when you've healed both Divine Feminine and Masculine and balanced out both energies, learning to be both, that you understand what these messages I'm bringing through are all about. So if you're looking at this going, oh, she's just telling us to forgive men for betraying our trust and things like that, then you're not a twin flame. And that is the truth of it. If you're seeing me as a feminist or a misogynist, then you are not a twin flame. Because it's all about energy, Divine Feminine and Masculine energy within all of us. And the messages I bring through is because my Divine Masculine, who eventually will be taking up this role, I'm effectively carrying out the work of my masculine right now, who will be hopefully one day sitting where I am, channeling messages for Divine Masculines and let me go on with my other divine purposes like healing and writing books and things. So the reason why I channel Divine Masculine messages is because it's the messages coming through from the higher selves of my audience. It's coming through from the masculine energies within you. It does not matter if you're man or woman. It's your higher self sending those messages. And at the same time, it's giving you hope that the masculine side of you within the body of either a woman or a man, whoever your counterpart is to give you hope that they're healing and where they're at on their journey. So I'm just wanting to say that if you're looking at my videos and going, oh, she's so sympathetic to men who cheat, she's this, she's that, you are not a twin flame. And I'm sorry to say that, but you're not a twin flame. So I'm going to move on now to before I get some guidance from the angels and things for Divine Feminines. Some of the signs that I kept on getting when I started to feel integration happening was, first of all, I kept on seeing the infinity symbol. Now, it was all the time. I remember the first time I started seeing it, I was sitting out in the grass and I was reading my book, sitting in a beanbag, and it was the sun. This was last summer. And as I was reading my book, I kept seeing an infinity symbol, and I was like, oh, must be something. This was before I really got into my channel as well. Because I only really came on to do my proper channeled messages once I'd integrated my Divine Feminine and Masculine energy. So I kept on seeing the infinity symbol, but then it was constant. Every time, you know, I was trying to go to sleep at night and I'd be closing my eyes and I'd just see the infinity symbol. I'd wake up in the morning, an infinity symbol. It was constantly there. And then some mornings I'd wake up and I'd see the yin yang symbol. And I eventually started seeing sacred geometry shapes, like I'd see a dodecahedron and stuff like that. And it was just very, and I started to feel a sense of peace and calm. And I started to, where I'd been really distraught all the time, like, oh, they haven't reached out to me, I haven't spoke to them in a while, I suddenly started to reach a real sense of calm. And it was almost like, I know they love me, and I know it's hard to explain, but I started to feel his love stronger, even though we hadn't really been talking. And it was just this beautiful sense of calm. And I felt my intuition grow stronger. My healing abilities were becoming stronger. Everything was heightened. And then the musical messages was coming in faster and stronger. So I'd get like, maybe I'd wake up in the morning and a song would be playing really loudly in my mind. And then throughout the day I'd be doing something and a song would come in again, and I would go and look up the lyrics, and sure enough they were all messages. And there were so many songs I got that would, I heard, there was one song I got, now this one always sticks in my mind. It was Cry to Me, like from Dirty Dancing. I don't know who sings it, but it was that song Cry to Me from Dirty Dancing. And I heard that in the morning, and that evening on the phone, I was on video call to my twin, and I started crying. And it wasn't until after I'd hung up the phone and I was like, oh my goodness, I heard that song this morning, Cry to Me. So it was things like that, because I was actually crying to him about the way I felt. And it was just, so that's when things started becoming a bit more real for me. But then the biggest thing is I got to the point where I started to find real peace and happiness on my own. And I mean, I'd been single for 14 years, so I was used to being on my own without a partner. And then when I met my twin, it obviously made me see how amazing it was to have someone again, and just somebody to fall asleep in the arms of, somebody to hold the hand of, somebody to go for dinner with, somebody to go walks with. And then it was all gone like that. And it made me really miss it. And I mean, don't get me wrong, you miss your masculine every day. But you do reach a point where you start to feel like two people in partnership who live in different houses, because that's what it is. I am working with my twin every single day. We're working together to help others, to share our light with everyone else. We're just living in different homes. But our connection is so strong, so powerful, and the love truly lights me up every day. And that's what gives me the light to share with you guys. So yes, one day I hope my masculine will take over this duty and channel divine masculine messages out to the divine feminines who just want to know where they're at on their journey and where their masculines are at with regards to integrating with them. But most of you know, when you hear the messages, most of you just know. I mean, you email me and say, it just felt right. You said things that made me know for sure it was a message from my higher self, from my divine masculine higher self. So as I say, that's what you need to understand. You and your divine masculine are already integrated in the 5D. The 3D separation is just an illusion, because you're always together, you're always in partnership. And that is what healing that separation is all about. But the healing of the separation happens within. So the infinity symbol, a sense of peace, a feeling like you don't need a man by your side because you feel strong and independent and happy and contented, but yet you still feel like you're in the most beautiful, loving connection in the world. And that's the best way I can describe it. But the sacred geometry, the infinity symbol kept coming through, birds flying in twos, like swooping past you. You'll see them very, very prominently flying in twos, going backwards and forwards across you, and they will sit in pairs, they will fly across you in pairs. Those are all just very symbolic of your higher self starting to, your divine feminine and masculine coming into union within you. And obviously numbers as well. I always saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 11, 11, 1, 1, 1. I would see 936 a lot, I see 144 a lot, 1144 a lot, 456. Even today was amazing. I was out, now there was no rain, it was sun, which was even more incredible. There was no rain at all, it was a lovely afternoon, out walking the dog, and I saw a huge rainbow in the sky, and I immediately thanked Metatron in my head. And eventually I just walked along and I took a few photos and a video of it, because it was sunny and no rain and this beautiful rainbow. And then that rainbow faded and I kept walking a bit more, and then for some reason I decided to turn around and walk back the way I just came. Oh no, I know, it was Roxy turned me around, that's right. Roxy said she was wanting to go the other way, and I turned round, and as I turned round there was a rainbow in the other direction, and I was like, oh my goodness. And it was 456 on my phone. When I picked up my phone to take a photo, it said 456. So you'll get so many signs and synchronicities, it could blow your mind with the amount of signs and synchronicities you get, but that is how you know. A feeling that you're in a loving, the most loving connection you've ever been in your life. It's like the love of your lifetime. But you're just two people with a beautiful partnership, a beautiful love connection who are working separately. It's like, you know, because I mean, a lot of twin flames, this is how life will be. You know, your person could be running a mission, you know, somewhere in another country to help, you know, children or something like that, and you could be, you know, in another part of the world doing something else. So not all twin flames are going to be doing mission work together, but the main thing is you are still going to be together regardless where you are in the world. And that's one of the main things I want to say. Now I'm going to channel some messages for Divine Feminine. So let's see. And I've got a bit of the sniffles tonight, so whoever the masculine I'm about to do a message for, definitely ascension symptoms, so I'll be doing that next. But this is a special message for Divine Feminine. Can I get some guidance please for the Divine Feminines? Wear your heart on your sleeve. Or butterflies, like me. Yeah, that's the hardest part, is stopping your heart closing. And trust me, it is so hard. I'm not saying it's easy. I am not saying it's easy. But you have to try, and it's hard to keep feeling that love. And I often say this in my prayers. I always say, give me the strength to keep focusing on the good times, because as soon as I start to forget about the good times, that's when I think, oh, if I forget about the good times, it might ruin my memories and stuff. But it doesn't, because I always go back to the good memories. Even when I think I'm starting to forget them, they always come flooding back, and I know that's God's way of constantly making me remember, this is someone, this is the one, this is your true love, this is your past life soulmate, this is your twin flame. I mean, my person and I remember everything so clearly, especially about Atlantis and things, and you know, all these memories, I hold on to the memories in this lifetime, but also the past life ones, and that's another thing that will get stronger as well. You'll know when you've integrated your divine feminine and masculine energy within you, because you know, I always see the temperance with the 2 cups. you'll know when you'll know when you've balanced them both, because you will start to get more intense past life memories, more past life intense dreams, and that's another sign as well. So let's see. So keep your hearts open, Divine Feminines, which I know is hard. Dare to be vulnerable, because the one thing that changed things up was for me is I became so like almost clamped shut like a clam, because I'd already been like that for so long until I met my twin, and then it kind of opened me up again like a beautiful flower, and then it closed up again when I got rejected. And the hardest part for me was actually learning to slowly open up and be vulnerable again, because I know now that whatever happens, I can't be hurt anymore, because I'm good on my own, I'm strong on my own. And if someone doesn't see my worth, if somebody doesn't take that action and know my worth, then I'm fine with that. And if someone truly sees my worth, then they will take the appropriate action and make me a very high priority in their list. I don't have to be first, but I would certainly like to be in the top 3. So let's see. I've just heard candid conversations have to be had. And I'm Divine Feminine, I'm being told, don't be afraid to say what your person has done to me, what your person has done to hurt you or make you feel. Because a lot of you might think, oh, I don't want to push them away again, so I'm not going to be too full on, I'm not going to tell them, oh, you did this. Don't go back to the past and relive the past, but certainly say, this is how you made me feel when you said that. This is how it affected me when you did that. Don't be afraid to have those candid conversations, because you cannot push your masculine away completely. And your masculine in turn has to reciprocate and to be candid and honest with you. So let's get a few cards here. Okay. The other cards here, please. Oh, thank you. I'm going to get my glasses on. Let's see what they're doing here. Okay. Where's my glasses? Okay. The bottom of the deck. It's so strange. When I was shuffling this deck, the song that was playing in my head, every rose has its thorn. I can't remember if it was this, I don't know who sung that, Skid Row or something, I don't know. Every rose has its thorn. And then the card on the bottom is rose without thorns. You have a right to your say. Every rose has its thorn, and this is a card. And I've just said, don't be afraid to speak your mind. You have a right to your say, your joy, your peace, and your sweetness of life. So be open, say yes, expand through the extremes, and trust life. So there's just what I've said here. Don't be afraid to have your say, but also you're entitled to joy, peace, and happiness, whatever happens, okay? My goodness, my nose has started already. I can tell this next reading is going to be a nightmare. So the rose thread, inner call, soul led, the mystic living courageously. Divine Feminines, this is all of you. Doesn't matter if you're man or woman. This is all of you. This is the energy, and certainly a lot of you who comment under my videos, I've worked with you personally, and you are strong women, strong men. You are survivors. You have overcome so many obstacles and challenges, and I I am inspired and in awe of all of you. And this is really all of you. This is a card for all of you out there who have been doing the work. Some of you have been on this journey for years, and yet you still have that beautiful, kind, compassionate, open heart. And I do feel truly inspired by many of you. So the wastelands, sustainability, slow down and tend to your own garden. Now this is coming out a lot for Divine Feminines. Nearly all my reads is because 222, I love you from your twin, from your soulmate. Because a lot of Divine Feminines, they have been working hard. A lot of you are trying to start your own businesses. You know, you're dealing with families and stuff like that. So there's comes a point where you have to, because that is when I started to realise that I was actually in union with my twin, and like I'd integrated the Divine Feminine Masculine, because it was only when I stopped and started reading and stuff like that, because I kept on hearing Beyonce's song Listen, and I thought, I've been told to listen here. And as soon as I actually took time to sit in silence and spend more time alone reading and stuff like that, that's when I started to realise, and that's when I started to actually get more and more downloads. So the time alone and taking time to rest is so important, not just for your physical vessel, but also because that's when you start to hear and understand more of what's coming through. So the bud, potential, promise, it's about to happen, so keep going. Just what I'm feeling this, and I know so many of you watching this say it as well, that you feel a change. You feel that change in the air, that change is coming. And so many of you have already been emailing me saying your person's reached out, your person's been saying that they're trying to cut off some like people who have been holding them back in life. So that is all so positive, and I'm so excited for each and every one of you. The anointed, answering the call, leadership, empowerment and soul gifts. So Divine Feminine, a lot of you may be already starting to feel that your gifts and stuff are coming in a lot stronger. You're feeling a lot more empowered. And that is the way Divine Feminine should feel, and not in a power hungry way, but you should feel empowered because you are leading the connection. As I say, it doesn't matter if you're man or woman, you are leading the connection. And it just, sorry, my nose. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. Because just before I started this video, I'd already started to pick up on the masculine energy for my next read, and I've already started getting ascension symptoms. He just could not wait until I finished. So, but a lot of you definitely should feel empowered because you have done so much. You have, so many of you are actually healing your masculines. You're pulling them out of such toxic situations that kept them stuck. And a lot of them are powerful leaders, kings. I mean, some of them have been Viking lords, and which reminds me, I've got a past life reading to do, but that'll be tomorrow. But some of them, and I don't know where I'm getting Viking lord from, but somebody must be a Viking lord, or must have been one. I mean, they are powerful masculines. And you have healed this person who is set to be a huge leader in the world. Rapture, sensuality, love, devotion, romance, ecstasy and pleasure. I heard this word earlier today, and I thought it would mean the other type of rapture. I was like, oh, that's quite a strange thing to come through at this point in the day. Hopefully that's not something I need to talk about tonight in the video. But this is definitely a sign of the kind of sensuality, because when you're integrated with your masculine as well, I'm not going to get into too much detail, you know when you're integrated with your masculine, because that sexual energy flows through you like you're like as if you're physically in contact, and that's the best way I can describe it. It's like you will feel without any physical touch, It's not even like tantric sex, but similar, I guess. But you feel like that. You feel like you're already without anything. Like I'm trying to think of the most clean way to say this. Like without doing anything without your hands being involved, you can feel the sensations, and it's because you're integrated both energies. So you can imagine when you're feeling that, you can feel that without the physicality of it all. Imagine. I mean, I'm trying not to imagine because it'll just put me off for the rest of the day. I need to stay focused. But you can imagine. So the mystic rose, compassion, devotion, humility, humanity and grace. And again, this is divine feminines. This is the epitome of everything you stand for. Beauty, compassion, grace. And just another very important thing to add. When you've integrated both, a lot of divine feminines, a lot of women, for example, are very much in their masculine energy. And it's not because you try to be, but maybe like me, you've had to do a lot for yourself. You've had to, overcome challenges. You've had to, step up into, for me, I was a single parent, so I was always the mother, father, the provider, the nurturer. I was everything. And I definitely was too much in my masculine energy, trying to take charge, trying to control things. And that is a very masculine energy. So that's why, one of the main reasons why we're told to let go of control. Excuse me. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh. One of the main reasons we're told to let go of control is because it's to let our masculines take control. Now, before everyone gets my case like, oh, the men shouldn't be in control, it's not about men. It's about the masculine energy. And my masculine has said to me numerous times through our telepathic connection, let me take charge. Let me take charge. And it's not because he's trying to be overly dominant, it's because that is my role as a divine feminine. I do the healing, I'm the compassionate one, I was so weird because in the shower I was thinking, my entire life I have not really been able to get angry. And my kids always used to know when they would be like, oh no, mum's lost it, she's really mad. Because I never used to get angry. And you would really have to push me to my limits to get me to show any kind of raised voice or anger. And usually when I get angry, I would just cry. I would just burst into tears when I get angry because it was like a complete alien feeling. Whereas my masculine's the opposite. He has struggled with temper and anger his entire life. He used to say to me, I hate it. I hate the fact that I'm so quick to anger. I hate the fact I get so angry so quickly. So my entire life, I've struggled to get angry. His entire life, he struggled to not be angry. And that just shows the balance. But now I'm learning to stand up for myself. Because, I now will allow myself to, if something has bothered me, I will stand up for myself and say, no, that's not okay. I'm not willing to, and that was never me. So that's another thing, you start to realise that things you could never really fully do or allow yourself to, so just, lots of things. And even physicality, like I notice physical changes, like different parts of my body and things like that. I would start to notice, and sometimes like when I would take a photo of myself, in fact, my daughter said that I look like him in one of my photos, and it's just, and I mean, we're completely different cultures, from different countries, everything. But there was something about me in this photo that resembled like his features. So all these things you'll start to notice. So that is just some of the things that you know you need to understand about your lineage of the rose. Moved by the goddess, here for this so-called time to gather. And this is definitely coming in for so many of us. It is, we're all calling each other in right now. I feel that we're all calling each other in. So I'm going to get a Divine Feminine card. I'm so sorry, I can't believe my nose has started running already. I need to go and get fresh tissues before I start my next reading. Oh my goodness. Unless some of you Divine Feminines are getting Ascension symptoms as well, which could explain why they're coming through. So, let me see. Here. So tomorrow is my last day of recording personal readings. I've got a few people to do tomorrow, and then I'll be taking a break for a few days. So anyone that reaches out to me, I will get back to you, but I'll be booking you in probably for a week's time. So Rabia, the queen of saintly women, I am in service of divine love. I move the way love asks me to move. Again, beautiful Divine Feminine energy, and very important, because that is exactly how we move on our journey. We move the way love calls us to move. And allow your heart always to guide you. Because if you're allowing your heart to guide you, then you are being guided by love at all times. So Mary Magdalene, the apostle to the apostles. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. Again, that is the energy every single one of us should be in. Human beings. Human beings. We are here for a reason. We are here to experience human existence. But we're here to be divine beings and creating beautiful harmony and love and light and peace and balance around us at the same time. So we are here for both. So in Joanna, the High Priestess, I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. So many of you watching this, I know, are very beautiful High Priestess, 3232. In fact, that wasn't 3232, that was 3223. That's even with glasses on, I can't read. Many of you watching this, I know, are beautiful High Priestesses. Many of you have from doing personal readings with you, I know many of you have literally followed very, very similar past life path to me. We've I believe many of us have crossed paths many times, but this is just saying you're in service of love. Allow your heart to guide you. Be fully divine, fully human at all times, and also don't be afraid to step into your High Priestess energy and just be yourselves, okay? Just let your High Priestess energy shine. Nothing else for it. Any other cards here? So many of you are about to experience equal give and take in situations that previously, because you're bringing that back in for yourself, because you're putting yourself first. Zhao Wanjing, the mystic of peace. I am peace. When my mind is clear, the way is clear. And this is so true. That's what I was telling you about, sitting in silence and feeling that peaceful energy, taking time out to spend time alone and be peaceful, because that is when your mind starts to fully understand things and see things clearly. So I don't know if I'm to take all of those, because quite a lot all come out there at once. And there's like 6 here, so I'm going to put these back in. Just give me 1 or 2 more. I did see white buffalo. Okay. So Maybe I go, the warrior saint, I am a warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support. So many of you are actually getting so much support right now from the divine, but you're also getting opportunities to bring in resources to help you on your divine missions, your divine purpose, whatever this is. For example, I know I've got something to do and I'm thinking, okay, how's this going to be achieved? But now I've been given guidance on how to achieve what I need to do this opportunity. So you will get what you need to do what you have to. So Lakshmi, the goddess of abundance, I have to feel abundant. I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. So it's so true. The more abundant you feel, the more gratitude you feel, the more comes to you. And that is the truth. Our Lady of Guadalupe, the Empress of Protection, I am safe, I am divinely protected at all times, I am held in love at all times also. So again, this is just a reminder for you all. And I had a beautiful reminder yesterday. I hadn't touched my phone for ages. I'd been running about doing different things. My phone was in my pocket. I was out and about. And I thought, I'm going to get my phone, just check the time. And I took out my phone, it was 4:44. And I haven't had 4:44 in a long time, because I always just, I just know I'm protected. But yesterday it was almost like they just wanted to remind me, because I'm always telling everyone else, you're so protected, you're this, you're that. And it was so nice, because it was just like that reminder for me as well. So Isis, the goddess of magic, sexual energy is sacred. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. So again, there's that beautiful sensuality coming through for the twin flames. And I think a lot of you are probably going to start to feel more of that in the coming weeks. I don't know if you're not already. You don't need to write it in the comments. But if you I think a lot of you will be starting to kind of feel that more essential coming through, and you definitely feel it more when you're integrated with your masculine. So you will know when you're integrated with your masculine, because it comes very naturally. So I love this card, because Saint Thecla is one of my guides. So she's so beautiful to work with, and I'm very, very lucky. The prophetess of true power, I call my power back from all times and places. I am my own power. And I just love this, because she's got the line sitting there as well. So I'm going to get a message from my own spirit guide deck. This is a deck that, speaking of Saint Thecla, this is a deck I created with my spirit guides. So let's see. And I'm going to go and blow my nose and get ready for my next message, which hopefully will upload not too long after this one. Can I get some guidance, please, for the Divine Feminines watching this message? Don't be afraid to show the world the real you. Yes, be your authentic self. The right people will love you and stick around, and the wrong ones will walk away. Divine timing is at play, and nothing will happen till it is the right time. No need to worry, though. Everything will unfold. Everything will unfold naturally. Thank you. You can't see it now, but everything happens for a reason. All will be revealed to you in due course. Trust the path you are guided to take at this time. A couple more, please, and then I'll close out this message. Blessings are incoming for you. This card is your confirmation that if you feel your life is about to improve for the better, it definitely is. Enjoy this moment fully. One more, please. Thank you. When you let go of animosity, negativity and resentment, it allows your heart to heal and open fully to your higher self and your destiny. Give me one more, because I've got 5 and I need an even number. Give me one more. Give me one more. Give me 6, the number of true love. And they give me 2. Every time. So your spiritual gifts are coming in at this time because you have a destiny and a purpose in this lifetime to fulfill. Allow yourself to grow and evolve. Prayer and your connection to God is vital at this time as you step more into faith and the feeling of unconditional love. Your life will transform for the better right before your very eyes. This is a soul bond that cannot be broken. Everlasting love and friendship dwells in the portal of your heart and connects with your person on a deeper level. So that's just a reminder for you all. Everything is done through the portal of your heart, even your connection to your person, no matter how far away they are from you. They're right here. Okay, so thank you, Divine Feminines, for watching, and I'm sure this message will find whoever it's meant to. I love you all, and I send you all so much love and light, and I'm going to go and record the Divine Masculine message now, so take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Namaste.